Thank you for tuning in, Woodsy here, and today we're going to be looking at the ALD New Balance 550, and this is the brown colourway. So, there's a lot to break down when it comes to the panels on the shoe. There's a lot to break down when it comes to talking about ALD and doing collaborations with New Balance, but I'm going to try and keep it really simple because I've filmed this multiple times and it's all stuff that I feel like you probably know already. I will drop in a few little things talking about ALD and New Balance, but overall I just want to say what I feel, what my feelings towards the actual silhouette itself, the materials, the quality and stuff like that, and just trying to keep it simple. I'll start off with getting the box out of the way. So you've got this very lightweight, old school looking box in red, white and blue. New Balance branding, Aimé Dore. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so I'm going to say ALD for majority of this video. And then you've got a sort of like drawing of the actual shoe itself on both the left and right in red, and then the label is really basic, so you've got barcode numbers, USA 6.5, UK 6, medium moyen, if I'm pronouncing that right, which I probably ain't. And then the size wise, so these are not actually for me, as much as I like this silhouette and I think it's I can understand why it is so popular. These are actually for my partner. I went a half size up because I don't know the sizing, and I didn't want them to be too tight, but I'm actually thinking these are going to be pretty big, but I will get back to you on that, or I might do a follow-up video after these have been worn for a few weeks or a month. To the shoe itself, now ALD have done a great job at sort of like making this silhouette really popular again. It was dug out the archives. It has that very sort of vintage classic look because of the fact it is an older silhouette, and they are doing a great job with all of their New Balance collaborations. They've done quite a few now. I did actually do a review of the 993s and the beef and broccoli. Really cool, really nice materials. The only thing I would say of that is the panels weren't as aligned or straight as I would have thought they would have been for a premium product. This pair, I entered into the ALD raffle. I only entered in for one colour because at the moment I can't afford to enter into all of the colours, but in looking at the resale prices, I probably should have entered in for more colours. You've got the brown, you've got the olive green, and then you've got the purple. Out of the three, I thought that the brown would be a safe bet. Probably she would have liked the olive as well, and I know she wouldn't have liked the purple. Not a fan of purple, even though I do think that looks like a nice pair as well. So these were £150, as I said. The resale on these are a little bit crazy, so these are now double the price on resale, if not triple. That may drop, it may rise, I don't know. I'm not good with the resale market, but I'm glad I managed to pick these up for retail because this is a pair that previously she had stated she really likes, and again, it's a very popular silhouette. Previous colours, they like to keep it simple. I really liked the previous one where it was just like the off-whitey sort of creamy whitey aged leather, and then the grey. But yeah, these are cool, and let's have a look at them. So their soles on these are really sturdy, hard feeling tank like soles, but you do have that foam. And if you want to see a full breakdown and the materials and what it's like, I would advise to look at the Rose Anvil video. I might link it in the description because it is really worth watching. He states how the actual material on this is not like the most premium leather, but for me as a consumer, I feel like it's not the most plasticky I've ever felt, and it's not obviously the most buttery sort of leather, but it does feel like it's going to be durable, long lasting, easy to clean, but I do feel like it might have a break-in period on that toe box. So, midsole. It's that sort of yellowy cream aged look, which is very popular at the moment, and I do find aesthetically pleasing. New Balance stated there, NB on there, and then you've got the stitching to match that. Now, there's a lot of panels on the top of this, so I'm not going to break down every single panel, but I'm just going to go over the certain bits that I think are nice or I was a little bit intrigued with. So Majority of the upper is this sort of like white leather that, as I said, isn't the most premium leather, but it feels like it's going to be durable. It almost has that sort of aged sort of tone to it. I don't know if that's just me. I feel like it's not obviously the most brightest of leather, and I think that's what makes these so appealing. That toe box wraps over the top of the actual, that mud guard, sorry, wraps over the sort of toe box as well, and majority of the panels are double stitched, so again it should be durable. On the panel that has the 550 in brown, you've also got these sort of like dots, and they are not actual vent holes, they are just like painted on dots that might have a little bit of an indent, but I don't even think they do. I think that they're just like little painting on dots. That's on both the left and right, on the inside and the outside, on the interior and the exterior. I'm waffling because there's so many different panels on this. What is really nice, and what I didn't realise when I saw the images online, is that the New Balance N, so it's this puffed sort of material, and it is this shiny material that has this cracking effect. The actual cracked effect feels like a sort of suede sort of feeling to it, and it has that nice sort of like puffiness to it. That is sunken into 2 layers of leather, so you've got this outer leather, which is obviously what is majority of the shoe, and then just above the actual N itself is this cream leather. It's really nice to add that depth in. Again, it's double stitched again, and it's just really aesthetically pleasing. The heels, so on the heels you've got this, on the left you've got Aimé Dore, this Apple logo that has the sort of like basketball lines in it, and then New York, and then on the right side you have the NB for New Balance. Very simple branding. Again, it's another thing I find appealing, because when it's too over branded it's not nice. And as well, it seems that Teddy seems to have a very basketball theme running throughout the brand, and especially when you look at the stores that he sets up, he's got like the old basketballs on the wall, and it's all it all looks really cool. That heel in a mesh feels sturdy, but also doesn't feel like it's going to be too painful on your heel. And the fact that it is this sort of like nylon-y sort of like mesh material feels like it's going to be durable and long lasting. I am the worst for rubbing a hole in the heel, especially on the right side, and hopefully this is going to mitigate against that. So you've got that cream sort of mesh all along that sock liner inside. Obviously it could get grubby, but it does. I always feel like a lighter in a sock liner always looks good. The actual tongue tag, it has that sort of aged creamy yellow look to it. Big old tag on the front, Aimé Dore 550, and then you've got this sort of like worm logo with the NB on the head. The head is like an apple, again with that sort of basketball print, and I think that this is supposed to be almost like built of basketballs. Cream lace is stock, and then you also get this like more of a yellowy cream spare lace, and then a brown spare lace. So it's really nice that you've got the option to change the laces to the 2 spare laces to sort of put your sort of like style on it. And I love the fact that you've got it matching with all of the colours on it. So the colour blocking and the blending of colour throughout the shoe is really, really good. Brown piping around that tongue, and then you've got that similar mesh on the inside of the tongue. Now, you do have a very sturdy outsole, but inside you have these ultralight insoles, and again it feels like it's going to be nice and comfortable on that. It's got a nice bit of padding on it, has that sort of like arch lift on there, and again I feel like even though these are quite a sturdy tank-like shoe, I feel like they should be comfortable and get more comfortable over time maybe, but yeah, only time will tell. All round, absolutely superb pair. I can understand why these are so popular, and yeah, definitely ones to pick up. Obviously try and get them for retail. Hopefully she's going to be kind enough to do the on feet and do lace swaps, so we will now go to that and just, yeah, tell me what you think of the shoe itself. That's it from me. Woodsy out.